Good morning, students. This is polynomials, that is chapter 3 in SSC Mathematics. Let us work out some of the problems in exercise 3.3, that is the relation between the zeros and the coefficients. So this is very important exercise and you may get 4 marks question from this exercise. Let us work out. And you may get 2 marks questions also from this exercise. Let us look at the problem here. If p of x is equal to x square plus 3x minus 4, find zeros. So in this quadratic polynomial, you have to find out the zeros and you have to verify the relation between the zeros and the coefficients. So here what are the coefficients? Coefficient means here the 3 is the coefficient of x. So there is a relation between the zeros and the coefficients of this polynomial. So first we'll do the factorization and we'll find out the zeros of this polynomial. So the polynomial is given. So here the constant is minus 4. We have to look for the factors for 4. So the 4 will come in 4 table, 2 table and 1 table. We have to select the factors in such a way that when you multiply you should get minus 4 and when you add you should get plus 3. So the numbers are one is plus 4, the another one is minus 1. So when you add you'll get plus 3 and when you multiply you'll get minus 4. So let us divide the middle term here like this. See here, the middle term I have written like plus 4x minus 1x. So as usually you'll get plus 3x. So I've grouped the first two terms and the next two terms. So here 2x's are there, 1x I have taken out. So here this x went outside, you'll get x plus 4. Inside here minus 1, this is minus 1 is taken out and you'll get the same thing. Whatever I have written bracket here, the same thing will repeat here also. So x plus 4, when I taken out as a common, so this x plus 4 went outside. What remains inside? This x and minus 1, isn't it? So you'll get x minus 1 here. X plus 4 is equal to 0 or x minus 1 is equal to 0. So when you take 4 to the other side, you'll get minus 4 and minus 1 to the other side, you'll get plus 1. So we have found out the zeros for this polynomial, that is one is minus 4 and the another one is plus 1. Let us move on to the second section, that is verifying the relation between the zeros and the coefficients. So this is the quadratic polynomial. For this quadratic polynomial, see here, the coefficient of x square is a. So this quadratic polynomial is a standard form of a polynomial like ax square plus bx plus c. A will be the x square coefficient, the coefficient of a. Nothing is there in front of x square. You can take it as 1. And bx means in place of b there is 3. And in place of 3, c, you can take minus 4. Don't take plus 4. So which symbol you have to take? If it is a minus, you have to take minus also. So these are the ABC values. See, look at this symbols. This is alpha and this is beta. So the sum of the zeros, these are the Greek letters, alpha plus beta, these are the zeros of the polynomial. When you add the zeros, the when you compare with the coefficient, the formula is minus b by a. So the sum of the zeros is minus b by a and the product of the zeros is c by a. Let us verify. We know the zeros are minus 4 and plus 1. Let us add, that is sum of the zeros. We got answer as minus 3 and let us verify this with coefficient formula, that is sum of the zeros. We know the formula is minus b by a. So minus b by a, in place of b, what you can substitute? Tell me. You can substitute 3, isn't it? So minus 3 by 1. 1. 1 here is, a value is 1. And you will get the answer as minus 3. So whatever method you do, you will get the same answer. See here, the sum of the zeros, you got it as minus 3. When you verify with the coefficient formula, you got the same answer. See, these two are equal. Let us verify with the product of the zeros also. So the product of the zeros are minus 4 and 1. When you multiply, you'll get minus 4. This is nothing but it is C by A, isn't it? So what is the C value? It is minus 4. In place of C, I have substituted minus 4. You got minus 4 as answer. So here the product you got it as, when you multiply the zeros, you got minus 4. And when you verify with the coefficient formula, you got the same thing, minus 4. So these two are equal. Let us work out one more problem here. Let us see this problem. If find the quadratic polynomial if the zeros are minus 4 and 1. In this problem, he has not given the quadratic polynomial. He had given what are the zeros. So you have to find out the quadratic polynomial here. You know, the zeros are minus 4 and 1. So let us take alpha as minus 4 and beta as 1. So when you add the sum of the zeros, alpha plus beta, you will get minus 4 plus 1, that is equal to minus 3. When you multiply, that is the product of the zeros, alpha beta, you will get minus 4 into 1, that is equal to minus 4. So for this, when the zeros are known, how to find out the quadratic polynomial? There is a formula. The formula is x square minus the sum of the zeros into x plus product of the zeros is equal to 0. So the quadratic equation, when the sum and product of the zeros are known, this is the formula. Just you simply substitute in place of alpha plus beta, you can substitute minus 3 here, and in place of alpha beta, you can substitute minus 4 here. So minus into minus, you will get plus 3x, and here you got minus 4. Observe carefully. In the previous slide, we have factorized this. This one we have factorized and we got zeros like this, minus 4 and 1. Now we don't know what is the equation. From the zeros, we found out the quadratic polynomial. Is the quadratic polynomial is correct or not? Yes, it is 100% correct. Let us see one more problem. See here the quadratic polynomial. In this problem, if the sum and the product of the zeros are given, so here already the zeros, what are the zeros? He did not give what are the zeros, he had given justly the sum and product. So there is no need to add the zeros here, he had directly given what is the sum. The sum alpha plus beta is 3 by 2. And the product alpha beta is 1 by 2. He had given already. So in this directly, you can, you know the formula. When the sum and product is given, you just simply substitute. In place of alpha plus beta, you can write 3 by 2. In place of alpha beta, you can write 1 by 2, like this. So here, see here, 2 are the denominators. When you take the LCM, here when you take the LCM like this, the 2 will be the LCM, and x square by 1, nothing is there in denominator for this term. So you have to multiply the LCM with the coefficient of x square. The coefficient of x square is 1. So 1 into 2, you will get 2x square. And here the 2 is there in the denominator. Here also the 2 is there in the denominator. So there is no need to multiply. Just simply you can put minus 3x here plus 1 is equal to 0. So when you cross multiply, you'll get 2 into 0 will become 0, and the answer will be 2x square minus 3x plus 1 is equal to 0. So in this problem, what is given? The sum and the product of the zeros are given. You found out that will be the quadratic polynomial in this problem. Let us work out a very important problem and very big problem in this exercise, and this is repeatedly given in various examinations like essay 2 also. This is given, this problem is given, and when you look at this problem, you children get more confused, and this is very big problem also. Concentrate and look carefully and try to understand the problem. First of all, first read out the problem. What is the problem? Verify 3 minus 1 minus 1 by 3 are the zeros of the cubic polynomial. So this is a cubic polynomial. Cubic polynomial means if the degree of this polynomial is 3, then we can say this is a cubic polynomial. Here it is already given that these are the zeros for this polynomial. We don't know whether these are the zeros for this polynomial or not. So we have to verify first of all, and we have to verify the relation between the zeros and the coefficients. So we have done this type of problem for a quadratic polynomial. Now we'll do the same problem for a cubic polynomial. Here the zeros are given, and he is asking us to verify whether these are the zeros for this quadratic polynomial or not. So for this, let us take the quadratic polynomial first, and let us take one number, that is 3 we'll select first of all. So we'll test for 3. We'll test for 3. So simply I have kept in place of x 3. See, look here carefully. In place of x, I have substituted 3. So every time wherever you see x, you just keep bracket. In place of x, you replace x with bracket like this. And you have to put 3 in the bracket like this, 3 in the bracket. So like this is the second step. Here 3 3s are 9, 9 3s are 27 you'll get here. 3 3s are 9 you'll get here. Again 27 into 3 you'll get 81. 9 5s are 45. 11 3s are 33 and minus 3. So minuses, all minuses you have to add. When you add all this, you'll get 81, and there is plus 81. Plus 81 minus 81 will get cancelled. You'll get 0 as an answer. So whenever you get P of 3 is equal to 0, you can confirmly say that 3 is 0 for this polynomial. So when you substitute x 3 in place of x and you solve the polynomial, you got 0 as an answer. So whenever you get 0 as an answer, you can say that 3 is a 0 for this polynomial. Let us take one more number, that is minus 1 now. This time in place of x, I kept minus 1. So wherever I see x, I just kept bracket. See, when you keep bracket once and then you write minus 1, it will be very easy. So follow my steps. Each and every step you have to follow. Whatever I do, the same thing you have to follow. Here in place of x, I have substituted minus 1 this time. Here minus 1. Look here, the powers, one is odd and one is even. When odd number is there, minus is there, you'll get minus as answer. When even number is there, if minus is there, you'll get plus as answer. See, let us see. See here, odd number you got minus, even number you'll get plus, and this is the problem when you multiply. See here, 3 ones are 3, isn't it? Minus into plus minus, 5 ones are 5. Minus into minus plus, 11 ones are 11. Minus 3. See here. Again, I'm adding all minuses. That is 3 plus 3, 6 plus 5. It is 11 minus 11 and plus 11. These two will get cancelled and you get 0 as an answer. So here what we got? We got, when we substitute minus 1 also, we got 0 as an answer. So from with this we can confirm that. Yes, you are right. You can say that minus 1 is also a 0 for this polynomial. Let us one more number is there. Now this time I will take minus 1 by 3. See here, in place of x, I have taken minus 1 by 3. Wherever I see my x, I just substituted minus 1 by 3 like this. This time also, you'll get 3 3s are 9, 9 3s are 27. So 1 by 27, here 3 3s are 9. So this is the problem. And here, look here, you'll get here 3 cancels with 27 ma. So 3 ones are 3 nines are 27, isn't it? So this is minus 1 by 9, and here you will get 5 by 9. Yes, 5 by 9, and this one the same thing I have written here also, the same thing. Next step, this is minus 1 by 9. Here 5 into 1, that is 5 by 9. Here minus minus, you will get plus. 11 ones, 11 by 3 and minus 3. Took this step carefully. Next, so here 9 is there in the denominator, 9 is there in the denominator, 3 is there in the denominator, nothing is there in the denominator for 3. So what we have to do, we have to find out the LCM. LCM for 9, 9, 3 and 1. You'll get LCM as 9. So 9 is there for the first term, second term 9 is there. For these two, both the terms, you are having 9 as a denominator, no need to multiply the numerator with 9. Simply you can write the numerators, that is minus 1, minus 5, and here there is a 3 in a denominator. If the case is like this, you have to divide 9 with 3. So 3 table, 3 3s are 9. You got the quotient as 3. You have to multiply the quotient with 11. So 11 3s are 33. Isn't it? Nothing is there in the denominator for this last term. 1 is there. When you divide 1 with 9, you will get 1 as a 9 as a quotient. Isn't it? Simply you can multiply also. 9 3s are 27, like this you can write. So here this is minus, and this is minus. All minuses will add, will get plus 33. And what is the all minuses, when we add, we'll get minus 33. Yes, sorry, minus 33 you'll get. And here it is plus 33. These two will get cancelled. You will get 0 as an answer here. So from this you can say that minus 1 by 3 is also a 0 for the cubic polynomial. 0 for the cubic polynomial. Is that finished? No. We have to verify the relation also, no? The relation between the zeros and the coefficients. Let us work out the relation also. So this is a cubic polynomial, no? So the degree of this polynomial is 3. Definitely you will be having 3 roots. If it is a quadratic polynomial, you'll get 2 roots. This is a cubic polynomial. You'll be having 3 roots, that is alpha, beta and gamma. So this is the sum of the zeros, alpha plus beta plus gamma. Alpha is 3, beta is minus 1, gamma is minus 1 by 3. So here the LCM is 3. Nothing is there in the denominator. Just simply you multiply 3 3 is 9, 3 ones 3, and 3 is there in the denominator, no need to multiply, just simply you put -1. So 9, this is -4, 9 minus 4, you'll get 5, that is 5 by 3. So the relation, the sum of the roots will be minus b by a, isn't it? Minus b by a. Here, a is 3. See here, a is 3, b is -5, c is -11, d is -3. See, once again I repeat, a is 3, b is -5, c is -11, and d is -3. So minus b by a means minus of -5 by 3. Minus minus will get cancelled, you will get 5 by 3. So here 5 by 3, here also 5 by 3. So the relation is also established between the coefficients and the zeros also. See, one more. This is the product. That is, when 3 zeros are there, we have to take product as alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha. That is C by A. See here, alpha beta, beta gamma, gamma alpha. So when you multiply 3 ones 3, this is minus minus, you'll get plus 1 by 3. This 3 and 3 will get cancelled, you'll get -1. So here the LCM is 3. When you multiply, when you cross multiply, nothing is there in the denominator, nothing is there in the denominator. So simply you have to multiply the LCM with the numerator and we have to substitute like this, isn't it? So 3 into 3, that is -9. Here 3 into 1, that is -3. So here +1. +1 means there is a denominator, no need to multiply, just put +1. So -9 plus 3, you'll get -12 plus 1, that is equal to -11 by 3. So is there a relation? We have made a relation or not? Let us verify it. C by A. What is C here? -11. What is A here? 3. So C by A, -11 by 3. We got it? Yes, we got it. So there is we have established the relation between the coefficients and the zeros. Now the product, alpha, beta, gamma. When you take the product, alpha into beta into gamma, you should get minus d by a. Let us verify. When you multiply alpha into beta into gamma, you'll get +1 as an answer, minus d by a. This is A, this is B, this is C, and this is D. D is nothing but -3. So minus D by A. So minus of -3, isn't it? So minus into minus, you will get 3. 3 by A. A means 3. So 3 by 3, you'll get 3, 3 will get cancelled and you'll get 1 as an answer. So this is the relation between the coefficients and the zeros of the cubic polynomial, and this is very big problem, and you will get this problem for 3 marks question, for 4 marks question definitely, for essay 2, and you may get for the final examination also. This is very a typical problem, and wherever you get doubt, you can just pause the video and look each and every step. This is a facility you have. When you watch this video in the YouTube, that is the facility. You can pause the video, you understand, make a note, and do the problems as many as you can, so you can understand it. So this is about the polynomial. This is a very big chapter, and polynomials is very important chapter. I think each and every student has understood the today's session. Try to solve problems, that is third chapter in SSC Max, that is polynomials, exercise 3.3.